Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Can I just tell you, nothing better than a good night's sleep. I feel like newborn today. Still in Berlin, but just 1 more hour, so I wanted to record this video for you with some news that I have. 3 topics, well actually 2 topics but 3 articles, and I think I still have enough time to deliver this to you. You see behind me, I'm not sure if this building, but the building right behind this one is KaDeWe. It's a very known store here, department store in Berlin, with all sorts of things. So those of you who love fashion and who just like nice things, that's the place. Behind me is this kind of sculpture. I'm actually walking towards it, so I will show you this when I'm underneath. And you know, I was thinking approaching this, that this reminds me the plan of the Collective West. That's so freaking twisted though, without any sense of direction. Let me stop this camera here. Okay, I mean, tell me. Not really, doesn't make any sense, but let's start this video, because this video soon will not make any sense. I will be reading you some very interesting articles. The first one is actually very fresh from Interia.pl, that's Polish portal. And this one is about, let me see, how can I sit so you actually have enjoyable view. Very good place to record the videos, by the way. Lots of spots to sit down. So Berlin vloggers, come here, people. Okay, I sit like this, so you have some flowers behind me, maybe. Okay, guys, Interia. Let's start with Duda. Andrzej Duda, called Dugopis. Russia's exercises in the Baltic Sea. The president urgently goes to Gdynia. Gdynia is a harbor, one of my favorite cities in Poland. Very north, of course, it's next to Baltic Sea. And the article goes, President Andrzej Duda on Thursday, which is today, will visit the Naval Operations Center and the 3rd Marine Operations Center, flotilla ships in Gdynia. The National Bureau said this is the response to the Russian Navy exercises in the Baltic Sea, which began on Wednesday, yesterday. On Wednesday, the Russian began scheduled exercises in the Baltic Sea involving more than 30 ships and boats, along with 20, this is a very difficult word, I don't know how to pronounce it, auxiliary ships. So we have 30 ships and boats, along with 20 auxiliary ships and 30 aircrafts. About 6,000 naval soldiers will take part in them, in those exercises. The Russian Defense Ministry said earlier that exercises are being held under the name Ocean Shield, and during them it is planned to check the readiness of the Navy to defend the national interest of the Federation, and it's an opportunity also to, operationally important area and coherence. So they are checking also the coherence of the work of staffs at various levels in the management of forces. In total, according to the Ministry of Defense of Russian Federation, it is planned to conduct over 200 combat exercises. So they will be having 200 combat exercises that will include practical use of weapons. By the way, guys, before I jump into next topic, on that note, how timing is amazing again, right? It's God's timing. Tomorrow I have live stream with Andrei Martyanov. Tomorrow is just with Andrei. I think this month we will have another one, Andrei and Larry Johnson as well. But tomorrow I will be talking to Andrei. Let me think what time. This will be 8 p.m. like German time, Berlin time, and it will be 11 a.m. California time and 2 p.m. New York time. So the link is already in the description box. Of course, I will be addressing this topic as well. Now, the second topic I have for you, maybe I move to a different location so you don't get bored. This is about money. Okay, we're gonna talk about money, guys. Because I went to TASS this morning to check what is going on in Russia. There's some noise here, but I changed the view for you. So let me tell you what's going on. Let's talk about euro, guys, because you remember when I was in Moscow and I was telling you when I was transferring money from the bank in US to the bank in Russia, Raiffeisen, I told you that the teller advised me to transfer in euro instead of dollar. And yes, euro was stronger. However, before I was leaving, the difference between euro and dollar was not that big. Now today, well, is it? Yeah, it's from yesterday. Sorry if it's too windy. I'm getting the stuff soon, I promise. TASS reported that euro rises to 103 rubles, which is the first time since March 28, 2022. So this is the highest exchange rate today for euro in Russia. And let me read you this. Earlier on Wednesday, the dollar exceeded 94 rubles on the Moscow exchange. As of 5:54 p.m. Moscow time, the euro grew by 1.8%, almost 2%, to 103 rubles. Later, the euro slowed down and slowed down to 102 rubles, and now we have 103. Now, as far as dollar, I want to tell you what just happened with the dollar, or actually with the rating of the dollar. Another article from TASS, the links, all the links, 3 links you have right in the description box. This is very, very interesting. So, Fitch downgrades US long-term ratings from AAA to AA+. Fitch, it's a good name for the dog, no? Fitch. According to the agency statement, the rating was downgraded to reflect the expected fiscal deterioration over the next 3 years. International rating agency Fitch said it had downgraded the United States of America long-term foreign currency issuer default rating, which is IDR, to AA+ from AAA with a stable outlook. According to the agency statement, the rating was downgraded to reflect the expected fiscal deterioration over the next 3 years, a high and growing general government debt burden, and the erosion of governance relative to AA and AAA rated peers over the last 2 decades that has manifested in repeated debt limit standoffs and last-minute resolutions. Sorry guys, I totally read this sentence in completely wrong accent and bad pronunciation, but you find this in the article, so don't suffer. But I have more here, what Janet Yellen said, so give me a moment. Because her words, like, we cannot miss her words. Janet Yellen. That's another character in this story, huh? Wait, I have to get to her words because this is, what a joke, man. Okay. Oh, we have this. Among other factors that led to the decision, Fitch named the threat of recession and the growth of Fed interest rates. So the biggest points here with lowering that standard was the threat of recession and the growth of Fed interest rates. And Secretary of the Treasury, the one and only Janet Yellen, said that she strongly disagreed with the move. Her words, that the change by Fitch Ratings is arbitrary and based on outdated data. She says, American economy remains the world's largest and most dynamic economy with the deepest and most liquid finance markets in the world. Can you believe this? Let's go to China. I mean, yeah. You know, sometimes I wonder, we're gonna go to this church because I want to end this video there with some little recording since I'm not connecting the clips. Sometimes I wonder, are they really so much in denial, or how is their brain functioning? Are they really believing in what they are saying? Or they program themselves to such an extent that their twisted reality has become their true reality? You know, my favorite teacher, one of my favorite teachers, Joe Dispenza, has this saying that what sinks in the brain rings in the brain. So that's why you have to be careful what you watch, who you spend your time with. Yep, I'm telling you, what you read, stuff like that, because what sinks in your brain links in your brain. So I think they keep on sinking in that brain stuff, lies, and lies, and they created those nervous system, those connections in the brain neurologically, that they actually believe in this. I think she really believes in what she's saying. You know, those of you who are experts, I'm not an expert, but isn't China already ahead? Or is coming very close, or is equal? Because even if it's not, we know what the future holds, right? A little bit closer to the church, guys, and I will end this video here. But that's all I have for you. I'm just thinking, honestly, if you have like foreign currency and Russian bank, euro, this is the best time for the exchange rate. So I leave you here by this church that is strangely very close to this very modern building. Strange, huh? And I say goodbye. I see you tomorrow in the next video, or during my live, for sure during my live with Andrei Martyanov. I'm truly looking forward to it. So join us. You have the link in the community page already. You can just click on it, and that's it. Make sure to be with me on locals, especially since I'm being in this area, as you know. And definitely follow me on Instagram. I am on Rumble as well. You can join my mailing list if you would like to support me, my trip to China. I keep on repeating because it's good to have goals in life. So you can buy me a coffee. Thank you so much to all of those who already did. And hit that like if you enjoy the content, in spite of the noise and my pronunciation. Thank you so much. Lots and lots of love to all of you, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.